there are some questions I need to ask, and there's something I want you to please help me explain. Some time ago, the Nigerian government sent the full weight of the Nigerian military, the full weight of the Air Force, every single security thing, apparatus we have in Nigeria was deployed to go and stop IPOB. People who are known home and abroad as largely unarmed protesters who were just protesting against the injustices of the Nigerian system against the people from that region of Nigeria. All this army, Air Force fighter jets were hovering over the southeast of Nigeria. People were dealt with ruthlessly in a manner that we haven't seen in recent years. And now, look at Benue State. People are being massacred. When you see, that's why nobody's posting the images on social media, because they are too gory. You can't look at it. There's some that they cut them, you will think they put them under a blending machine. These are things, how do you call these herdsmen human beings? Look the way they are killing people. They massacre, they cut, they chop them into pieces like they're about to be cooked. And what does the government do? Why is the president not talking about the military going to this region? Why is the president not talking about the Air Force? Anybody that needs to be there. Why is he not deploying the full weight of the Nigerian military against the herdsmen who are known as blood-sucking, murderous demon maniacs? Do you smell any double standard here? When you hear people screaming Biafra, Biafra, you open your mouth, whether you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, you open your mouth and begin to label them as traitors. Who is the traitor here? Can you see what is going on in Nigeria? Can you see what is going on in Nigeria against our people? Can you see that? And to think that our so-called GOs, I'm looking at Pastor Adeboye, Bishop Oyedebo, and all these people are keeping quiet. Where are all the big men of God? Where is Papa Adeboye? What are you saying? Nobody is opening their mouth to say a word. Why? When we talk about tithe, you people will get angry. Oh, why are you talking about tithe to a man of God? Hey, don't say anything about the man of God. Shame on you. It was time for Biafra. IPOB, you sealed your lips. Finally, it has gotten to Middle Belt. Benue, Taraba, Adamawa, all of them, you are also sealing your lips. If you think that it is not coming to where you are, if you think that this reign of terror will not come into your abode, if you think it will not come to your closet, if you think it will not come to your comfort zone, you better think again. It is such a shame that we have people in Nigeria who have decided that they will stay on the side of injustice and not open their mouth and speak. If it is to run to social media and criticize the people who are talking, you will do it very well. Nobody's talking now. Look at the massacre. This is ethnic cleansing going on in Benue. I don't care what you think is the reason, but it is happening. Speak out. Even if your speaking doesn't change anything, just say something. Say something. This is the 21st century. And Nigerians are being killed. Christians are being massacred like this. Mr. President, the future is very bleak, not bright at all. God bless us all.
For us, every criminal is a criminal, whether the issue of cow or the issue of entering farms, and anybody who commits an offense should be punished. And that's what we want to make sure that we start enforcing as quickly as possible. But we need your support. Like I said, everybody is bitter because we have lost one person or the other. Yes, how do we stop? We don't want our children and our children to continue having this issue of killing and killing and killing and killing. And like I said, those few ones that go to rustle these animals, you want to eat cow. If you don't eat meat, you will not die. And some of the issues are long-standing, historic for a very long time. And maybe we have not sat down to really look at them and be able to address them critically. And that's what has festered to where we are today. So that's why it's important that we all speak with sincerity, the issues on ground, and what are the solutions. Because it is the solutions that is going to make the difference. Like I said, I know we have discussed them over and over. We will not get tired of talking. I have tried what I'm doing now in other communities, and it has worked. I'm sure you are all aware I'm from Zangon Kataf, and I know when you hear Zangon Kataf, you know that we are also having similar issues on ground. But if you notice, for the past 2 years, the issues in Zangon Kataf have gone. And what have we done? One, we made them understand that, look, we need to talk to ourselves. Because the house that is divided cannot stand. It is only when we are together, then we can be able to face our common enemy. And that is very, very critical. And I made it very clear to them that, yes, I am from Zangon Kataf, but I will not entertain any act of criminality. And it is very clear. We must be able to identify who are these criminals among us that are causing problems here and there. Identify them so that we can make sure that we address those issues and have peace. Because for a few that are causing problems, it's causing issues to others. Now, from my own view, what I have observed, two basic things, or three basic things. One, issue of land, indigene, non-indigene, critical, which is political. That is supposed to be sorted out politically. Secondly, the issue of the movement of animals. I have told people over time that when they say farmer herders clash, clash means two things are moving. But if the farm is standing and an animal comes in, it's not a clash. It's somebody entering somebody's property. So we must find solutions to how, which means if the animals don't move, we don't have issues. Now again, because of that, again, we have issues of rustling of animals. Which means if we don't even rustle animals again that are moving, again, there won't be most of this problem happening. So those are the three critical aspects that we must be able to address clearly. And like I said, most of it is political solution that needs to come into it. Because it's not what the military can solve. What we can stop is to try and stop people from attacking each other. But again, we can't do it without the communities. And like I said, over time, there's been issues of trust. Whether the military is on our side or the civic forces are on their side and all those things. We want to make that very clear. Any soldier that is deployed in your location and tells you that he is told not to attack anybody, attacking anybody or killing people is a coward. Once we deploy any person, his duty is to protect the community. And we're looking at those aspects so that we ensure that we do. I know we cannot be everywhere. And from experience, what we'll notice is that the people, what they do is that those attackers, once they notice you are here, they go to an innocent place, go and conduct the attack. And that's what brings the issues of the communities. The communities themselves must be able to first and foremost look within themselves. If you look at when I came to Yelwater, what I saw, the burnings were targeted. How did they know those locations? Somebody was giving them an info. They just didn't come like that. They had information from somebody. And from whom? It's either their own people are within the community or we have some of the communities that are selling themselves out for money. And you can't rule that we had those issues too in Zangon, and we had to address it. But I want to appeal to ourselves. Yes, so many killings have happened, so many things have happened. Please, we're looking for the way. Because we don't want this to continue like this. And it takes all of us to make a headway. All of us. We must agree that yes, we want peace to prevail and that we work towards having that peace. One thing I want to also do as part of what I have done is I've been able to engage some retired generals from this area that have been coming around. I'm sure they have met some of you and have discussed on the issues of the way forward. We need to work because discussion, communication is critical so that it gives us better understanding about the situation. I know we have reached a certain level of discussion and that have open pathways that we can make peace. Let's sit down and tell ourselves the truth. What is the problem? How do we solve it? Because we must find solution. There is no problem that doesn't have a solution. And that is what is critical. If we're able to address that, and again, like I said, you cannot shave somebody's head in his absence. So also the people doing that, because we know the people that also can have access to those guys, we must also talk to them and be able to address those issues. Today I intended to have gone from here to pass through Nasarawa State to see the governor, but he won't be around, so I won't see him. I'll see him at a later date. Because we know that there are issues again between the states crossing from one area to another. Where are these issues? For us, every criminal is a criminal. Whether the issue of cow or the issue of entering farms, and anybody who commits an offense should be punished. And that's what we want to make sure that we start enforcing as quickly as possible. But we need your support. Like I said, everybody is bitter because we have lost one person or the other. Yes. How do we stop? We don't want our children and our children's children to continue having this issue of killing and killing and killing and killing. And like I said, those few ones that go to rustle these animals, you want to eat cow. If you don't eat meat, you will not die. You are cutting a cow, you kill. These people will come because they use that as a pretext to come and attack and kill people. Who is losing? And the people doing the killings, they will kill the cow. When these people come to attack, they will run away and leave women and elderly people and children to be butchered. We must find out where they are. We must go after them. And that's the directive I'm giving my commanders. We have had some areas where we think they are holding up, where they are gathering. We're going to go after them so that we can dislodge them. We shouldn't wait until they come to attack me. But I want to appeal to all of you that the armed forces is with you. We are pained about what's happening. For me personally, it's a personal thing. I don't want to be a chief of defense staff of the armed forces that people are being killed where we are there. No. We have gone to Liberia, we've gone to Sierra Leone, we've gone to other countries and have brought peace. Why not in our own country? So I want to assure you that we're together. No member of the armed forces is going to be anywhere against one. If we notice anybody that is there, we are ready to prosecute that person. But we are going to count on your support so that we can be able to achieve and work together. We must achieve together. When I was a theater commander in the Northeast, in Maiduguri, communities like this, we had civilian JTF. The communities were the ones that were able to identify youths that were capable and we know of their character. The DSS and the police profile them to make sure that they don't have any criminal record. And we give them some level of training to protect communities. Those are the things that we're looking at. But they must be under the control of the armed forces so that, because the tendency is if you give somebody with one and don't control him, before you see it, he starts settling personal scores with other people. We don't want that to get out of hand. So we're looking at all these measures that we can put in place so that we can make sure that we secure our communities. If there's any attack, those are the first responders. They can give alerts. They know the location very well. They can give us more information. And I think that's what we should look at towards doing. The new forest guard that has been introduced, we want it to jumpstart. And once it comes on stream, we're going to work that together and see how we can secure. If we're able to secure our community, that nobody can come from outside to attack anybody, I think we'll start moving forward.
It's okay. It is there for Benue every time. If all of them just keep quiet, make this thing continue. You see the time where it's okay, this thing go reach another side. It no go stop. This issue for Benue, I don't think it's only henchmen. We did it by people. The thing where they happen for Benue. See, one of the Benue man must have known all the buying behind the Benue people. Make una no just sit down. They see this one, that one. If all these guys that are buying people in Benue are not sent by person, they will not have been buying people the way they are buying. Because I don't think Benue people get any issue with the Fulanis. In fact, we never hear anytime we've been with people and Fulanis don't get issue for inside Benue before. So why be so okay? All of a sudden they go just start to buy people. That is why we say okay, make una we be Benue and make una calm una self down. Advise una, all of una, so that una go pick the person among of you that is behind all this issue that you guys are facing now. Unlike Plateau and many other regions in this country that are facing the same challenges, make none of them just did there. They say government will come and do this one for me, government will come and do that one for me. And there is also something I want to let una know. If herders now seems to start prefer cow more than human being. Make Nigeria stop to eat their cow. Make nobody buy their cow so that the issue of buying of people we everybody they face making just stop. Because this one is unacceptable. Everybody now are not having joy at all. There is no joy in anywhere now as we are talking now. So for us to get peace for this country, make all of us stop buying their meat. That is what we need to tell you guys. And for those of now who's okay now get anything who's okay now talk concerning this, make una drop now on thought for inside comment section. And also today being our first time, make una like, make una share, and make una subscribe. Thank you.